How are you? Today we are going to study physics as usual. We are going to start unit number 4, which is okay. That's unit number 4. You are going to observe this small demonstration. What's this? Paper. Yes. What is this? This is a coin. Yes. This is a paper. This is a coin. Yes. Okay. Observe carefully. There is a coin which is on this paper, as you have been saying. Then, if I try to pull this paper, observe what is going to happen. But I should pull very fast. Yes. Let me do it again. Then from here, we are going to answer some small questions about this demonstration. So, somebody from you can ask some questions which come in your mind when you see this demonstration. Yes, Sandra?
Thank you. The question is why you put the coin on the edge of the paper, not in the middle?
Question 1. Why to put the coin on
No, why you put the coin?
Why I put the coin using the end of the paper?
Why you put it on
Oh, why I put the coin
on the edge of the paper, not in the middle?
at the end or edge of paper. Another question? Another question? Yes?
Thank you so much. Question number 2. Why the coin does not move in the paper?
Let us graph for him. One graph. Why the coin resists? Okay. There is any other question? Which comes in mind? Any other question? Any other question? Okay. Today we are going to answer this key question. Why do objects tend to resist changes in their state, the state of motion or at rest. By the end of this lesson, we should be able to answer this question clearly with the true information about it. Then, the next action is to observe this very small video.
For our next experiment, we're going to continue to look at Newton's first law. So the things you're going to need for this experiment are a heavy book, like the one I used last week, a piece of cardboard, and then something to make a round with. I used the back of a chair and fill anything you find. And then a toy car.
By observing this video,
like Lego bag or stuffed animal.
you will be answering these questions.
Like this toy car and this stuffed animal.
From the video,
upon by another force, meaning this book. Okay, when the car hits the book, the car is going to stop. But you can see that the book is not hitting the surfer. So what do you think is going to happen to the surfer? Let's try. Let's try it when you're trying to focus. Driving is a little crooked. Okay, so the car hit the book and the surfer kept going because the surfer was remaining in motion until it was acted upon it like by another force. When the car stopped, the surfer kept going. This is a really important reason why you need to always wear your seatbelt. Because when your car is going and it has to stop suddenly, your body wants to continue to travel with the car, and your seatbelt actually holds you back so that you can stay safe. Have fun trying this experiment.
okay, that's the end of this video. In your pairs, you will be observing this video. Then, from your observations, you noted some observations from the video. So, in simple, we are going to take it into two groups just to answer these questions. The question from what we observed from the video. David, can you try to answer the first question?
Thank you, teacher. While the paper mass continued to move, I think because there was a force. There was a force which was causing that mass to move on the table.
Repeat again. You are answering the first, you are answering the second.
I answered the first.
The first, then repeat again.
I was saying that that object was moving, that mass, because of the force.
Yes.
Yeah. Which was a crime on it.
Mean this body is moving because of the force. Okay? The next group for the second equation. Next group should be again, yes, Amri.
Okay, for the second question, why the castle, I can say, is that obstacles related to that obstacle.
Question number 2. The cast off because of obstacles. Obstacles help the body to move. Okay? Simply from our video and also our demonstration, our title of the lesson is first Newton's law of motion. Okay. The next activity we are going to do, I'm going to give you a small scenario from your understanding. If the body is moving, is due to the force.
Yes.
Again, if there is an obstacle, the body do not move or it is hindered to move.
Yes.
Then, from our demonstration, the coin was resisting the change. The coin was resisting to move.
Yes.
Uh-huh. The first Newton's law, from what you have been saying, the body, if there is obstacle, the body is not stopped to move. And if there is a force, the body continues to move. The first Newton's law states that if the body is moving, continues to move, and to move at constant velocity, and if at rest, if it is at rest, it remains at rest, unless no force, no external force applied on it. To me, the reason why the coin was resisting there, it is due to what? The first Newton's law, which says that if the body is at rest, it continues to be at rest. And the reason why from the video, you have been watching that the puppet was moving even though the car was already stopped. To me that body was moving. Then if there is no force applied on it, it continues to move. Okay? And this again, it is also called the law of inertia. Sometimes they use the Hickham inertia. At that time they say the first Newton is law. Okay?
Question.
Yes?
So, for example, I have this book.
Yes.
If I put this book here on this table,
Okay?
if there is no force applied on it, it means it remains here forever and ever.
Exactly. If there is no external force applied on a body,
Yes.
that body will remain there forever and ever. Once there is a force, it can move from one place to another. Yes. Another question? Yes?
I want to ask, means that the body at rest can have no force.
It has a force which is potential depending where it is, but that force is not done to cause the motion. It will remain where it is. But if there is no external force applied on that body, it will remain where it is. But once there is external force, it will move from one place to another. So, from your discussion, you can answer the term motion. Yeah, you can define. You can define. Going to see where it is applied in your life. Yes. This scenario is the one which is applied in the first sentence law. Then the scenario is, assume the car is moving very fast. If the car stops suddenly, accidentally, what happens to the passengers? If the car stops suddenly, what happens to the passengers who are in that car? In pairs, you can discuss within sub-seconds, then reply, depending on your opinion and how you understand. The car is moving forward, then it stops suddenly, accidentally. What happens to the passengers who are in that car? Sanya?
Thank you. I think the passenger they can hit their head into the forward base.
Passengers move forward so that they can hit or strike into the grass. Next, for the second group, the boy. Sam, can you try?
Yes, I can try, but in our group, we have also get the same point from the first group, where we have found that the passengers tend to move.
Passengers
Tend
tend
to move.
to move. Where, forward or backward?
Forward in the
Forward.
motion.
So you can ask yourself, why the drivers wear that car seat belt? You can ask yourself, why the drivers of the car tend to wear the car seat belt? Mukala. Yes, Method?
Thank you so much. The driver wear the belt to help him or her to the motion when the car stops accidentally. Yeah.
Thank you. One clap for him. Application. From your discussion, it is correct, but I can try to add some key points. Number one, it prevents accidents when the car stops. Number two, somebody can try to tell us any other else application. Somebody else? Yes.
When the passenger wear the seatbelt, when the car stops Mr. Tree, that seatbelt will stop that motion of that passenger. At the same time, that car stops.
Avoid moving in the car. Then Okay? Write your answers of that question. In just 10 seconds to complete the activity. 10 seconds to complete the activity. Since the quiz is oral, somebody can tell us the answer. Answers?
Teacher.
Yes.
The first question, the Newton's first law of motion states that an object will continue to move on straight line unless the force is acting on it. Thank you.
Thank you. Somebody else take the second?
Yes.
Yes.
Second, the first law of Newton's is applied for the passengers where they resist, all they tend to move. Thank you.
Thank you too. Okay, that is our lesson. I think is any other question else? Hope someone can summarize what you have tried to discuss about. Summarize in 1 second, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Yes, David.
Thank you, teacher. In our lesson, we saw that an object can move because of force.
Yes.
And from there, we saw the first law of Newton's law of motion, which says that an object continues to move on straight line unless a differential force acting on it. And in some applications, I've seen it has application in the moving cars and so on. Thank you.
Thank you too. So, from the summary, we can say that have we achieved the learning objective of today? It was to define Newton's law of motion. The next was also to apply the first Newton's law of motion. Thank you. We shall continue the next time. That's the end of our lesson. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.